Welcome back, my friend, to the world of goo. We're still here in Chapter 1, the goo-filled hills, with a few more puzzles to do. I think I said 4. We had 4 left to do, but I forgot about the 2 that we also have to do, so we have 6 left. I think we can get to them today, and then we'll just see what happens. Let's start with Tower of Goo. Okay, we've got lots of goo to work with, which is good because look how high up we have to go. Oh my god, there's the pipe. And we got to get 25 balls out of here. So, that's something. Go as fast as you can. They're stronger than you think. They all have to work together to climb very high. A real tower of goo. Some of them felt they had done something like this a long, long time ago, but things were more experimental back then. The sign painter. Okay. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to start with a wide foundation of goo to support the massive weight that we're going to have to achieve here. We'll start with a big triangle, the strongest of all shapes, according to somebody. All right, that's a good start. We're not even close, though. Continue to gain height, but places like this are structurally weak. It could definitely bend at those points, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. 7.5 meters to go. Let's try another hexagon and see what happens here. That goo's getting wobbly. Oh. Keep it together, baby. We can reinforce if we need to. Oh, it's starting to bend. If it bends a little more, there we go. If these 2 points get close enough, we can put a support in. It's still bending a lot. Ooh. A little more weight on the left side. How are we doing? 5 meters left. Oof. Wow. It is really bending. I'm adding more to this side, but we got to be careful that it doesn't start going the other way. And here it goes. All right, we've achieved a semblance of balance. Oh, oh. Eat. Back it up, back it up, back it up in time. I wanted to do that. There we go. Now, as they hit the side, they just fall off, so we don't lose anybody. That's fine. Just want you guys to feel like you're supported, you know? This is a candidate right here for buckling if it bends too much. I know you want to. Ooh, there it is. Yeah, it's still bending, but that's okay. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that dangler. That's not going to help. I don't really want to connect it to anything else. Ugh, okay, well, whatever. As long as it stays there, I guess. Still got a ways to go. We stabilize this area. Oof. It's heavy. Okay. Nope, don't bend the other way. Where are you going? Ah, it ran into the wall. We need some more support right there. I just need a little height without you bending all the way over. Let's go fast. Ooh. Nope. Come back this way. No. I've put too much pressure on this joint right here. If we go quickly, we might reach the pipe, but I need you to stand up first. Ugh. It's thinking about it. I need some stability. My foundation is perhaps too thin. But we're trying to cut costs here. All right, very quickly up to the pipe. Use the suction for support. There we go. Do I have 25 left? I think I do. Not the best tower I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. It works. There they go. 57's not too bad. All right. Lots of extra goo. Send them down. Let's move on. All right, Tower of Goo completed, but we can't keep going on this path until we do the bottom path. Tumbler. I remember this one. Everybody remembers this one. We've got some new green goo. This is different because they can actually be detached, which is very helpful. You can put them on, you can pull them off. It's great. Nothing permanent. But as you can see, the world is slowly rotating all the time. So we have to get a structure that will reach the pipe even while it falls over. A new species of goo ball. I must say they look quite beautiful. Maybe they have commitment anxiety, I'm not sure. But it looks like they can be easily detached from one another. That's right. Okay, so I'm thinking... let's start by making kind of a long gravy boat of goo. Oh yeah, they can also attach in 3 places instead of just 2, which is nice. And make like a long snake. Because as long as it can reach the pipe on the side, we can call it a success. There we go, kind of a floppy tower. Go, goo balls, get in quickly before it falls over. Yeah. Do a little. Ooh, this is actually very nice. Oh, we got lucky. This is awesome because look, the pipe thinks the structure is here because there's, you know, a goo ball there. But it's light enough that it won't fall down, which means now I can just pull these off and set them on there, and they count. Huh. That's how the professionals do it. They don't have to be attached to the white structure as long as they're on some kind of structure in the pipe. OCD. We got all of them but one. There you go. That worked out quite nicely. If I was faster, we might have been able to get the very last one in, but it's tough. There, we get a little flag for hitting the OCD goal. So you could get a flag on, I think, every level if you really wanted to go back and mess with it. But we're not going to do that. We're going to move on to Ivy Towers. This is also a good song. If a goo ball falls into a well 10 meters deep and climbs up 3 meters each day, but slides down 2 meters at night, Will he still look fabulous in the morning? Maybe if he were to brace against the walls as hard as he could leave the ground behind. Maybe so. Some winners are bigger than other winners. Oh, this is telling us about... They're like, check the menu for the OCD goal. So that's when you're kind of first told about it. What do we have over here? What is this? C and T? Who are those? It could be a G also. G and T? I don't know. Goo and somebody? Alright, well anyway. You can see that we don't have nearly enough goo to make a tower all the way up to the pipe. But we will instead use friction and pressure to scale these towers, much like that one scene in Emperor's New Groove. You know what I'm talking about. As long as we can push against the sides, it should relieve the pressure needs at the bottom, and we can slowly climb up. Just gotta be careful. And since these are all green goo balls, it should be easy enough to get up here and then, you know, detach them and reach the goal. But let's see how many we can get in there. Actually, if we can get it to just hang by 2 like we did last time, we could get a bunch of extras. All right, there's that. Pull that off. And then, like so, there we go. We got the dangler in the pipe. And that means the rest of these go straight in. We only had to get 2 in, but we're going to do a whole lot more than that with our very tricky strategy. You guys come up here. We're all getting out, except maybe one. Now this trick you can only do with the green ones because, of course, the black balls you can't detach, so you can't make this happen. Except in weird circumstances. OCD. I'm pretty sure... Oh, yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I threw one way up in the air. Not too shabby. Leave it to the goo professionals. There we go. Chain. Ah, yes. This one is interesting. You can see there's a goo chain. The pipe's up there. The goo balls on this side didn't seem to like the goo balls over there on that side. I don't know, they look the same to me. Totally delicious. Is goo edible? Probably. Is it good for you? Probably not. Alright, so since we have these green ones to use, we're going to build downwards to wake up the black goo down here at the bottom. I guess I can use as many as I want because we can take them all off. There we go. Now we're going to use the green ones on this side to get these goo balls. This level's not too bad. It's mostly just thinking ahead with the goo, because if you use the black ones to build down, then they're permanently stuck there, right? So it's like use only green for all your building as much as you can. It's a lot more flexible. All right. Waking those guys up. There we go. Okay. Everybody's awake, and now we have to build upwards. See if I can get up there with the greens, we can do the same trick we've been doing. Everybody get out of the way. I gotta detach these. Okay. Now we just gotta build a small tower that'll wiggle back and forth. Well, that's okay. Very wiggly. I just need to get some suction. Lean this way. What if I put some weight on this side? Can you pull on the chain? A little bit? Almost. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can do our technique. Detaching everything. There we go. It's genius. I'd kind of forgotten that you could do that until today. And OCD, thank you very much. I had totally forgotten about that. And now we're using it on every level that we can. Genius. All right, we've completed both paths, and now we have Ode to the Bridge Builder. This one is very similar to Small Divide, but as you can see, it is a big divide. As the sun set over the last of the hills, one of the goo balls seemed to say that life sure seemed like a giant physics simulation. But as he fell into the spiky death pit below, he knew it probably didn't matter. Love the sign painter. I think that's the only sign. Here's the spiky death pit. And what's this? It says, "Hello, this is Mom. Are you there? Are you coming home?" That's interesting. Might come into play later. But now, right now, let's focus on building this bridge. Same thing we've done previously, except it's a lot longer. Needs to be a lot longer. We don't have any balloons. So it's going to have to be structurally sound. I'm going to build upwards because we know that it's going to bend. There we go. Got that extra support there. Gonna build kind of diagonally up. Oh, it's heavy. Now the other thing we can do is try and build really quickly so that it flops onto the other side. I don't know if that'll do what we want, but maybe. Oh, too fast. I'm gonna back it up. Back it up. Time bugs. We're gonna go back in time. Okay, no, that is too much. We're gonna need some more bottom support. It's not where I wanted it. I want it. Ah, stop that. Stop moving. Every time. I'm gonna run out of time bugs. I want one connection. I only have like half of a second to get it right. Look how wiggly this is. Right there. Okay. That should be fairly solid. Ooh, but it's so bendy. Okay. We just gotta reach. Oh, just bend back up. We're so close. Nope. Okay, great. We have bridged the gap. It's not my best work, but it's good enough. Use a couple to get up to the pipe. Wake up. Can I not bounce these? I guess not. They don't exist. Wake up. Both of you. One of them is still asleep. I can't bounce it, but if I put one to grab it, it'll be net zero. All right, well, you just stay there and enjoy your rest. Not my best bridge, but it's sufficient. All right, here we go. We've reached the end of the goo-filled hills. One more level. It's regurgitation pumping station. This is a weird one, but it'll take us out of this chapter. Succulent. The last of the goo balls didn't seem to know that they were extremely delicious, or about the nature of the smelly pit in which they found themselves. They said something about this being the last level of the first chapter, whatever that means. They were right. We do seem to be in a weird bowl of liquid. There's a billboard in here and some trees for some reason. And some, not quite gears. Something rotating upwards. We have all greens, which you know is our favorite. So in order to climb up, we first have to make sort of a boat. Something that'll float and be stable in this liquid. It will definitely tip over. But that's okay. Actually, if we make it wide enough, it could like brace itself against the sides. That would be kind of nice. Needs more girth. Alright, let's see if that'll stay put for a second as we climb higher. All right, everybody holding okay? We've reached these spinning parts, which just keep going up. You might be onto something. It will be a tight fit. You might have to leave some behind, but that's probably okay. We're all in it together. The sign painter was here too. I think we can get everybody out. We just got to get kind of weird with it. Building up, lodging ourselves in this weird tunnel. Oh, look at that lift. Look at the lift. Hold the whole thing up. Are you guys okay? I could carry them up here, but I actually don't think we have to, because you can see there's actually no goal for how many to get out. Instead, we've found a weird mouth and some eyes. Regurgitation indeed. They say this is the highest point on the entire island. As the sun rises, you can almost see forever. But I wonder what you might see if you floated a little higher with some new eyes. Indeed. These eyes sure look a bit like balloons, don't they? I'll just be borrowing these. Let's go, goo structure. Be free. From very high up and with some totally huge new eyes, the goo balls could see very far. In every direction they could see unexplored new islands, each crawling with undiscovered new species of goo. The gameplay possibilities would certainly be endless. The goo balls hoped a brave adventurer would explore their new discoveries. As they drifted higher and higher, they knew they would never be back. But we will be back next time with Chapter 2. Little Miss World of Goo. Oh, it's gonna get weird. But I'll see you there.